Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Consultia Global Podcast. I'm delighted to welcome a friend of mine who I've known for over sort of 12 years. Makes me feel old. We actually worked together that long ago across projects and contracts for Ericsson in Africa. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome JONY SHAHINUR ALAM. He is the Technical Solutions and Program Director for Ericsson Ireland, based out in Dublin, with his primary focus across 5G, IoT, cloud, and AI. So welcome, JONY. How are you?
Thank you so much. I'm fine. I'm doing good.
Fantastic. You know, I really appreciate you taking your time to, let us know about your experiences and what you know about the industry, and just sharing that with our listeners. So, really, let's get cracking. We've got a number of questions, and this is all about you and your expertise. So, let's start off with question one. Tell us about your history in technology, JONY, and how did you get to where you are?
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I started my career in 2003 with Bangladesh Open University. That was the IT part I'm taking care. And then I moved to the ZT Corporation, where is the telecommunication vendor. So we support the digital transformation on that day from analytic switching to the digital switch. Then I moved to the Huawei. So there I support so many operator for Huawei. Then finally I moved to the Ericsson, and till then I'm working with Ericsson and led Ericsson client like T-Mobile, AT&T, Deutsche Telecommunication, Swisscom, Vodafone, so 3, Orange, so and so many. And these days also I'm working with Vodafone, Hutch Australia, and TPG. So all this transformation. So I started my career with the 2G, even sometime is the fixed network. So from there to this 5G journey I made, and there is a lot of transformation is happen in the business model, in the technological part, in the business. So all these aspect actually I covered, and I adopt every time, like whatever is changing, or we can foresee that one. So that's why I always try to connect with that one and take the lead position, because if I could be the relevant, and that's why in the journey I learned so many things. I try to adopt those things, and always learning agility I try to keep in. That's the things actually make me possible that I can adopt every time. And last 5 years I would say it's a really transformational journey is happened. So in that space, as a company, Ericsson, we do a lot of changes, lot of transformation we did, and as a personal, I do the development myself, and also sometimes I go to the different type of university, different type of industry. I try to learn their knowledge and their research and adopt, and I try to implement in our customer their business model, their technological model, so and help them to evolve and move forward. So that's the short history of mine. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, JONY. Okay, so moving on to the next question. So I think it would be great for our listeners to know. 5G, IoT, and AI, where you're specializing in, what are your personal experiences with these technologies, and how do they actually converge and connect?
Yeah, look, yeah, thank you. So this is a really great question. Right now, we see a lot of commercial implementation of IoT space, and of course the 5G. And like last 2 months before, like 2 months back, we already celebrated for 100 commercial implementation for 5G as Ericsson as a company. So we provide 100 operator to be, but is a there is a like challenge also. Because 5G not only difference on the speed, because if we compare with the 2G to the 3G, so this is only the speed. So like bandwidth and other things like low latency and the throughput. And then 3G to the 4G or voice over LTE, voice over Wi-Fi. So there was only the game of the speed. But when we see that 4G to the 5G, this is not only the speed. There is a matter of the digitalization, like all the aspect, all the traffic, all the uses, everything is connected with this 5G, and we can transform that one. So that's why sometime maybe like for me also, sometimes I'm also frustrated, like when I see that one, that speed is not that sufficient. But we see that one when we implemented the end-to-end, because there is a data network, there is a voice network, there is internet, so everything will be merged, and also we will be controlled. Like now we can see everything we can control, like from remotely for the IoT, like telemedicine or connected car, smart traffic. So all things actually is a converting, is a transformational journey is beginning, and it will be if we can see that one, at least 2-3 years it will take to be stabilized, and then we can see that one, that a real result, like only not only speed but also the use case and the benefit. So this is space, and AI actually is playing big role on that one, because only human interaction or human effort will not be sufficient. Some part we need the automation, some part we need the machine learning, some part of we need the deep learning with the speech recognition and other things, and which is actually previously myth was that there is that only IT. So this is not only telecommunication or other industry, but right now we are becoming the one industry only. So this is the digitalization. So in this space, actually we have a lot of work, and that's why is AI actually jump in, and especially deep learning. So there actually we need so many things we are doing, but still lot of things. There is, I would say, there is a huge room to improvement. So that's the things actually we need the research, like R&D, and then actually the experience of us, like you, me, like we are working in this industry is a long time, and our experience, our customer interaction, their expectation, we can convert that one, we can translate their expectation to the action. So then we can bring that result, and we can see that real 5G and real digitalization with this transformation. So then we can see that maybe next 5 years, what we can see that I can predict that one maybe in end of 2020, 25. So we can see a lot of changes, maybe what now we are thinking, maybe more than that, because there is only exponential improvement is happen, and then it will be changed. Even if you see that one, like beginning from this year, we are facing this COVID, and this situation, lot of things lockdown, lot of things slow down, but still work is ongoing. Right now we are connected, like you and me connected, and everyone is connected through this virtual connectivity. So this is the part of our journey. So this will be more intelligent, more secure, and the security aspect also is quite big, because everything we're putting data and everything in the internet, and this is the open field, anyone can use this data, maybe for the development humanity, but there is a chance also for fraud or like anything could happen. So that's why security is the quite big concern right now. So this part also we need to be deal with that one, and we have to be make sure everything is the correct way, and no one can touch that one. So there was the ethical aspect also is. So overall, if we can see these things, so then actually we can improve, and we can proceed on that one. And there is for me is like I can see that really, really great prospect on that part. So thank you.
Thank you, Joni. So you referred to things looking forward and the future. So I guess moving quite swiftly onto our next and apt question is, so what's the strategy and vision and the future of these technologies that you mentioned?
Yeah, of course. So we need like a combination. So combination means I need the algorithm. So I need this algorithm means that management. It will be automated, but still our human interaction need to be there. So we need to be managed. So algorithm we need to set. So it will be AI combination, AI, machine learning, and other technology with that one, data analytics. And then another part will be to make sure the security and other concerns. So I think blockchain will be that one. And though we know this is blockchain only the myth for the Bitcoin and other things. So for my perspective, and our research is saying, so this is not the only aspect. It's a really big chunk of work actually is depending on this management and accountability. So blockchain will be there is another part. Another, so here our IoT and 5G space. So this is the three pillar or dimension, I would say. So we need to consider if we can see that we can add these things and we can accommodate those three dimensions together, then definitely there is a big vision and a big prospect on that one, like smart city. Right now we are working so many space, like London also part of smart city goal, and then also we are working in Copenhagen, then is US some city like Boston, and in Asia Singapore, Dubai, then Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. So a lot of city actually is converting them as a smart city, technological smart city, not only this dimension for strategy and stability. No, this is technological, like everything will be smart, from the traffic management, waste management, then electricity management, power management, then utility management, everything with our communication management and other security. So everything, an automated car, of course, it will be part of the journey. So everything will be automated and smart. So in that space, actually, this is the vision. I think next 5 years, I can look forward and I can see that things that it will be the reality. Right now, maybe we can think there is no reality, or this is only the vision, but really it will be happen if we can, these three dimensions we can make sure. And of course, additional these things, that is the main important, that is the leadership. So if our leader and they have the smart idea, and they have the understanding and adaptability, so that is another part is really. So if we, our leader can adapt, because this is a really huge decision for industry and the society. So both space, if our leader is converted and they are quite adaptability, they have an open mind, so definitely we can go there in sense. And there also a lot of challenge will be in the path, but this is the like part of the journey. If we can see last 10 years or 15 years, so we have a lot of challenge in there, but still we proceed. Even in COVID situation also we are proceeding. So then actually if we can overcome those challenges, and then we can it will be happen. And then actually not only the city, it will be the society. For me is the vision for smarter society, like everyone will be smart, everything will be smart. And then we can talk.
Yeah. Well, that's a great segue into the next question is, so what would you say these specific challenges will be in developing these technologies, or even for you hands-on developing your business model? So what would those challenges be?
Yeah, definitely. Because if I discuss when I proposing any solution, like there is a 3-dimension or 4-dimension, so it will be huge investment. So then actually our society owner, or the society leader or industry leader, so how we can develop our business model and how we can generate revenue, especially IT and telecommunication sector. So it is the almost is commoditized every service now. So, but they have to be, because it is the not only investment, the small chunk of money, this is huge investment, like billion or multi-billion project will be. So how they can make the revenue? So this is the big challenge here. So I think there is a, like for my idea and what I go hands-on, actually I can realize based on my experience with our customer, and I can feel that one. If we can, the service model we can build on that one, like utility as a service, and it is will be smart. And like for example, for the Dublin, we can make sure that one, like utility, all service will be the smart, and it will be paid on that one. Like now electricity, like I on I put on my light, and it is cover all the room, but actually I'm sitting only here. So if we can do these things, and actually you see that these things actually in Google, they already in their data center, they already implemented. Like whenever they need power, and then they need the cooling system, so they use that data server only, but the rest of data server will not be used that for. So like this type of technology, this type of uses, actually uses management we need to create. And then we can charge on that one, because if we can sell some special service, like what will bring our end customer value, so then actually they will happy to pay that one. Like I like to pay happy on that one. So like this type of business model we need to create, and this is really challenging for right now, because we cannot see the much business model on that one. So that's why initially actually I mentioned that we need to lot of R&D, or maybe Harvard, MIT, Stanford, they need to be, or Oxford, we need to research on that one, how this digitalization could be charges, and huge, like not huge charges, but everyone can take these facilities, but within the budget. And then our who will take the initiative, like our industry, maybe Vodafone, or maybe Google, or maybe other organizations, so they can charge on that one, they can provide this service and they can charge on that one, or in any government on that one. So then actually this type of business model, one is the service model, maybe other function and other things we can use. We can we can think like this public cloud, like when Amazon, Google, or Microsoft, they are providing this cloud space, and they're charging very low, but everyone want to that. From the big Fortune 500 to the like a single person like you and me, we are also happy to take these services. Like we put our data in a cloud and we are paying for that one. So like this type of, we need that infrastructure, and then we can create like we can earn money as a industry leader or an industry service provider.
Fantastic. Thank you, Joni, for your comprehensive answer. And I guess the final question is talking about 5G, IoT, and AI. I know it's very conceptual, but how real is it? Is it a lot of theory, or what is it in reality? What's theory? What is reality right now within these?
Yeah, like when we start 5G, like I could remember that one. So like in 2016, last part, like in December or November in 16, then in 17, when we are doing some test cases, like we proof of concept with some operator. So that days actually I feel, yes, this was the like theoretical, like how we will improve performance efficiency, then operational efficiency, and of course this revenue efficiency. So how we can, and how we can secure their ROI and other things. Yes, that days actually it was definitely theory. But when we proceed slowly, and then 18, 19, now in 20, we can see some outcome. Maybe not all over the world, or maybe like we have more than 100 customer right now. Also Huawei have, Nokia have, Cisco have. So like so many operator actually doing these things. But I believe this is not only the end part of that one. We didn't reach our most potential part yet. So that's why maybe this is looks like a theory, or maybe some use cases, but definitely there is a lot of opportunities still, and a lot of research also is doing. Right now, I remember last week actually is a team, Telecom Italia, they declared they got 6.5 gig for one traffic case. So that is like quite high, and also AT&T similar they got as well. So like this type of like a one operator, some small use cases, small area they're getting, but it will be worldwide. Like first maybe it will be the first world country, then it move to the Asia, North. South America, then Africa. So maybe like in between also Middle East. So it will be, but it will actually is processing. So and improving, like every day our researcher and like a service organization, we are tuning our performance, like how our operator and how our product and services could be improved. So every day, every time actually we are to try to fix our parameters, our configuration, our delivery, our design. So how can improve? So in this space, actually, really, I think theory, of course. Like based on theory, actually, we plan the action plan. So in that space, definitely. From theory, now we are moving. Like I would say, this is like in between theory to this action. But ultimate goal, it will be at least another 2-3 years where we can like implement end to end. Then actually in the root area we can get connectivity with the high speed, and of course the smart technology. Like sometimes they need Wi-Fi, so it will be provided. If like they doesn't need or don't need that one, so it will be covered to the other people, served to the other people. So like this type of smart ongoing, and it will be.
Fantastic, thank you. I just wanted to just chime in and just add or just ask just some sub questions from that. From
Yeah,
my
please.
experience, what I've seen is that it's a lot of devices and technology which is there. However, the environment isn't quite there. You know, we've got smartphones and all of the other devices that can enable IoT, 5G, AI. However, we, as much as people say, we don't have 5G networks, we only have trials, right? So what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, of course. Right now, everybody don't have this 5G access. Still we have the 4G and broadband connection. So through optical fiber or some other infrastructure. So definitely these devices, like especially IoT space, still I think we can convey, we can propagate that capability towards that devices, and we can use these things. So but we can, if we make sure that infrastructure actually is ready, so especially this cloud infrastructure and the broadband infrastructure. So these two things almost ready, I would say. Yeah, almost means actually we are not in the target position what we can serve everyone, but in a prioritize, yes, we are ready. So in this space, definitely we can work. I think back in Dublin, also Ireland and other country like New Zealand, Australia, I know that one. So they have in their smart agriculture technology, and they are using these things. So in this space, like based on the weather, they can watering to then this is disease analysis and other things. So in this space, actually a lot of work, and we can telemedicine and also remote operation and other things is already initiated. So I would say that one, like in a specific field, yes, some progress is happening, maybe some other space. And also like auto transportation, you can see that one in Stockholm. We already have the Shista already. We have the public transportation, like it is autonomous bus. So this type of things actually is happening, but it is not only. This is only for the specific area, specific location, or a specific service, I would say. But end to end, it is still not matured yet. So that's actually, maybe we need to wait, and or maybe we can investigate on that one. Yeah.
Fantastic, Joni. Well, thank you very much for your insight, sharing your knowledge and your experiences. We've come to the end of this podcast, and thank you for taking the time and really being a contribution to our network and to our listeners. And, you know, it's been great to, you know, still be connected with you after all of these years, you know, and seeing your journey progress and really, you know, what you're doing within the technology market is fantastic. So congratulations and well done to you.
Thank you so much, and really glad to be here. I enjoyed also.
Fantastic. Thank you.